Word reached me that my mother had taken ill. I was out on the hunt for rabbits at the time. I'll never forget that. I can't explain the feeling that made me turn back and head home, but still miles from the village, the message was passed to me by Hilga, the wife of the Tanner Eric. Go home, Garrett. You need to speak to your father. With every ounce of my strength, I strode on. Having been on the move a day and a half, I reached my father in the main square. Oh, Garrett, a fever burns on your mother, something fierce. I cannot ask you to do this, but I must. I'm too old now. We've to find the money to bring a healer down here. We've to do something. You've always been handy, and I know I've asked you to live an honest working life, but I need to ask you to break your word. Go to Rivermen. The arena draws a crowd. It's a few coins to begin with, but you can make it. Win for her, Garrett. And so I did. Years before, I swore an oath to my mother and father, on the grave of my brother. He was injured, well, killed, when our village was raided by a small band of arseholes. We should have let them take what they could carry, but instead, me and my brother decided to fight them off. I held my own, but my brother, dealing with two of them at once, he parried one and swept out at the other. But before he could look around, he was run through by a third. I haven't picked up a sword since, but that's not to say I'm a slouch in a fight. The arena is no place for the weak. A hard knock can cost you as much as a battle. But if you know how to roll with the blows, even when you go down, you can get back up. To make the money I need for a healer, I can't afford to treat injuries of my own. So let's hope it goes well, eh? I've come to see Horace, the arena master. Well, you're in the right place, young man. Have you come to watch, or are you looking to get some action? I want to fight in a tournament. I need the prize money to pay a maester to help my mother. Hold your horses, young man. You seem of sound mind if you already understand that a bag full of coins will go further than begging at the feet of the maesters. But you won't just get a free pass into a tournament. If your mind is made up, train in the practice fights. If the crowd want you in, then you're in. Let's get to it then. Hunting for a living has its advantages. I've picked up a decent knack with a bow and a blade, but I've always been a brute at heart. Give me a great heavy lump of a weapon, whether an axe or a sword, and I'll swing it day and night. But I'm no Kingsguard. I'm man enough to admit I won't last long on a battlefield, unless I shake off this rust. You did well there, lad. Better than I would have given credit to a forester, so I will help you. A few of the regulars won a handsome purse on you today, and I know that with the right whispers in the right ears, there's a chance I can get you in a real fight. The tournament at Harrenhal. But I need you to do something for me. Lord Teague is a fine warrior, and his followers clear up on the betting on his victories. Take the victory from him, and we will all win handsomely. My first taste of the arena was beyond anything I could have imagined. The rush of combat and the cheer of the crowd. It gave me the strength I needed to put my opponents down swiftly and cleanly. Rickon Tully was a highlight for me. Putting down a noble son is a rare occurrence for a commoner like me. In the second round, fate put me alongside Lord Teague himself, and I got a damn good look at his form. He's a brutal warrior, alright, but I've come here to take him out. In the third, our eyes locked across the arena. I've never seen such serpent eyes on a man. My training and experience went out the window. With a flurry, I tried to swipe him aside, but he was too much for me, for both of us. 2-on-1, he struck us down, along with any of my chances of taking home the prize. I'm glad you came back to see me. I heard about Teague and what happened. I should have known better than to put you in there this early. He's a famed commander, and he got there on the back of hard-fought victories on the front line himself. But there will be more chances. But I don't know how much longer my mother can hold out. Please, there must be something you can do. My word was spent on encouraging bets to be placed on you. There's no more I can do right now, I'm afraid, unless you want to fight some more in the yard. I won't make the money I need soon enough that way. Farewell, Horace. This is not the last you've seen of me. I need to speak to Maester Wilton. No admittance. But unless you're deaf, there's no excuse. I've told you, no admittance. Unless you've got an heavy purse to help me look the other way, you're not getting in. There has to be another way. Da! Have you seen my Da? Da! Da, what's going on? I don't know how to tell you this, lad. She's gone. What? The fever rose just hours after you left. She didn't have it in her anymore. She'd fought it. She'd fought it all the way. Never had a chance to say goodbye. She knows what you were doing for her, lad, and she was proud to have you. But there's nothing here for you now. You're welcome to stay, but I know your path takes you far from here, and there's no arguing with destiny.